6.9 Krishna talks. Sukhrut, mitra, ari, udhasina, madhyastha, dveshya, bandhushu. This is one word actually. Sukhrut, friend, well-wisher. Mitra, one who's your dear friend. Ari, enemy. Udhasina, who's neutral. Madhyastha, some people are neutral people. They don't want to get into any politics. And dveshya, some people are envious. Some people are our bandhus, our relatives. And some people are sadhus. They are above all of that. And some of them are papishu. So they are sinful. So a pure devotee can see beyond their activities also. It doesn't mean that when we are advanced in yoga, that we are impractical or we lose sight of the external reality. It is that we can see things more than what meets the eye. So we see this in the case of Rahugana. So Rahugana thought actually Bharata Maharaja is a subject. He looks so dirty. What is Bharata Maharaj, what is this Jada Bharata doing? If not actually lifting me up in the palanquin. So his duty is to lift me up. So this was mentality of Rahugana. So Rahugana is very mockingly addressing Jada Bharata. You are so fat, maybe you are not able to lift me properly. Maybe you have not eaten so well. Maybe you are too weak. So he became a little angry because Rahugana was not able to see who was Jada Bharata and his vision, Jada Bharata's vision. So when Rahugana censured even more, then Jada Bharata said something very profound that shook actually Rahugana. Very famously he says, Tvaya uditam vyaktam avipralabdham. Tvaya uditam vyaktam avipralabdham. Which means whatever you have said is actually correct only, he said. Because if you are saying I'm very weak, that is true. Because the body is always weak only without the soul. In this way, everything that Rahugana said about Jada Bharata said is actually true. Bhartu same syat. Who's Bhartu? Who's the master? Who's the servant? Who's carrying the palanquin and who's being carried? Sometimes if you see I am Jada Bharata as this body, then I am the one carrying the palanquin. But sometimes I think this body itself is like a palanquin that I am carrying. But sometimes I think, he said, I am carrying this palanquin called mind. The mind is carrying. And these four people are carrying you. We have four people are carrying you. Similarly, Krishna says, Manashasthani Indriyani. Similarly, this whole body is sustained by the senses only. So sometimes it maybe feels like that. That is true. So what is being carried and who's carrying? How do we know that I am the one who's carrying you? So when Rahugana spoke like that, he became very tensed. So I think Rahugana mentions another very nice shloka. Thaulyam karshyam vyadhaya adhayasta kshutrid bhayam kaliricha jaracha nidraratirmanyoham matashucho dehena jatasya himena santi dehena jatasya. So whatever you are calling in terms of being carrying, being carried, fat, thin, wise, hankering, fear, all these things are actually relating to the dehena jatasya himena santi. It doesn't belong to the soul. In this way, Jada Bharata gives a very long rebuttal. Please, you can read this, um, where he criticizes Rahugana's mentality of thinking that he is the king and that I am the servant. Because he says, who's king and who's a servant? You are going to hear from Rishabhadev, and here, there you will be serving and he will be the king. Now, I am the subject, you are the king. After death, who will be the king, who will be the subject? Before you became the king when you are a boy, who's the king, who's the subject? Right? So everyone is being forced by the laws of material nature. So what is how are you so confident in your designations? So in this way he goes on. So Rahugana became a little perturbed and he fell at the feet of Jada Bharata. And then he started hearing, he had more questions to Jada Bharata and he asks, are you you sound very intelligent. I've never heard such philosophical exegesis that you're trying to describe, right? You're wearing a sacred thread, it appears very dirty. Are you this? Are you that Brahmana? Are you maybe a Deva? Are you and this way Rahugana is asking. So, and Bharata Maharaja continues. So, my point here is that we are traditionally inclined to see people in terms of what they have done to us. If people have done something to me, then that person is good, bad. But see, it takes two hands to clap, make a sound. Similarly, whatever anyone can do to us, definitely we must understand we are actually in a platform. If at all I have to be hurt, especially anything on a mental platform, if I have to be hurt or if I have to think that this is a dveshya, this is a bandhushu, this is madhyastha, this is sukhrut, this is udhasina, these are neutral people, these people I love, these people I hate, these people are favorable people, these people are unfavorable people, these people are this party, these people are that party. This mentality is very strong, at least in me. So, to overcome this mentality, first of all, we must ourselves get out of the bodily platform. We must not think that they have injured me in the past. Right? If at all people injure us, that injury is helpful for us to come on to the spiritual platform because injury only makes us realize that we are not this body. If no one injures me in this material world by speech or thought or word or whatever it is, then how will I get out of the bodily platform at all? Is it not? So uh, every action, every reaction I'm undergoing in this material world is meant to actually uh, divest me from this bodily idea. Okay, and and as long as I have this bodily idea, this bucket mentality will be existing of thinking in terms of all this that Krishna is mentioning in the shloka. Dveshya, bandhushu, sukhrut, mitra, hari, udhasina. Whatever Krishna says, a person who's a yogi sees beyond, we will be a victim of that. So I must embrace that every person in this material world cannot do anything to me as long as Krishna does not personally sanction it in my life. And why would Krishna sanction something in my life so cruel, so bad, so evil, so this, so that, to get me out of bodily conception? Bodily conception means bodily enjoyment or mental prestige or honor or respect or adoration or uh, worship or something. All these are bodily conceptions. And Krishna has personally used my karma in such a way to bring these people in my life to get me out of this bodily conception. So if I think like that, then I can also see these people beyond what they have done for me. I can actually see who they are. And I can see all the layers that Jada is talking about, who's carrying whom. Is it not? So how can I say I have a old dress? What is dress? Right? For the mind, body is a dress. For the intelligence, mind is the dress. For the false ego, intelligence is the dress. For the soul, everything is the dress. The house is also a dress. Is it not? Our titles are also a dress. So in this way, if you little analyze, right, we can actually see our own uh, biases, right? It will become more and more clear, and we'll be able to go deeper and deeper into our own illusion. And if we are not able to go deeper and deeper into our own illusion, then we are not going into the truth. Okay, we have to penetrate our illusion. Then only we can break it. Hmm. So I'll stop here. Any questions or comments are welcome. Thank you, devotee Suresh.